Well, good morning to you this morning, brothers and sisters. The time has come, and I've been texting my cousin that the time has come to examine and possibly acquire fishing tackle. I have basically gotten the blessing from the little woman yesterday. And she said, "Go do this," because I went and helped one of my wonderful clients, ex-client, and visited and had a wonderful visit with her. And she gave me a couple of coins, and my wife said, and she gave it. She said, "Go buy your fishing pole." And I said, "Well, either do that or give the money to the little woman." She says, "Well, that's up to you." I said, "Well, I've got 12 miles to make that decision." I talked to her, and she said, "Go buy your fishing pole." So I reached out to my wonderful cousin, who has, he likes fish too. And I told him, I says, "I'm getting ready to embark on acquisition of fishing pole and related tackle gear." And he responded by saying, "Oh no, it's like buying crack." He's right. I mean, I can go down here and buy a cheap rod and reel and a little bit of tackle. Well, then what do you got to do? Well, you got to be able to have something to, whatever you catch, you got to scale it, got to gut it, got to, make it to where you can cook it, because I want to eat it, whatever, crappie or whatever, perch. And now, a friend of mine who's a big crappie fisher, perch fisher, he would know. He would know. I may have to reach out to him and ask him where the best spots are to go. I know he's not going to give up any secret spots. I mean, you just don't do that unless you're in the inner circle of crappie catchers. Anyway, but yeah, then I decided, well, I better see what a license is. Oh God, it's like looking at tax forms. Okay, so here in Arkansas, a license, I guess the base license is like $10.50. But if you want to fish in certain other little areas, you got to have a trout license as well. Well, there's another 10. I'm telling you what, this regulatory agencies have got this gamed real well. So $20.50, and I don't know if they charge sales tax on that. Probably do, because we got to get a little more revenue out of you. And then I noticed there was a alligator GAR license. I'm like, what is that? I just want to drop a hook in the water at a mud hole somewhere. Maybe a little creek. But, I don't want some random game warden coming up and taking my newly acquired cheap Walmart pole. So, I need to get a license. I ain't old enough to get that senior license. That senior license, $3. Nah. And I thought, well, maybe I could get Karen to buy it, and then I just keep the license. That's cheating. That's dishonest. So I ain't gonna do that. So I'm gonna go and take a look and see what's there. against my cousin's strong advice that, you know, might as well go buy some crack because that's what you're going to fall into. And I know that. I did it with golfing. I've done it with fishing before. You just buy and buy. Oh, look at that new shiny thing. Oh, I got to have that shiny thing. I know how that addiction works. So I'm going to try and be cognizant of that and not go crazy. Okay. So, wish me luck. And hopefully, I can I can get out with minimum collateral damage monetarily. Yeah, we'll see. I'm here at the recycling place to recycle some cardboard, and then I'm gonna go tootle over to Walmart. Now, got a friend who also his company was a client of mine. That his business uh, sells fishing license, but um, he and guy friend of mine that also was a client works at another company. They make lures, and I thought, well, I could go down and visit with him and get a fishing license from him. Then I thought, no, because he's going to upsell me on those rubber worms uh, that they these guys make, and I'm gonna be hooked like this. Yeah, throw more money at him. Nope. So I'm going to restrain myself and not be influenced by these fishermen pushers. Yeah, and just go to Walmart. They don't have no investment in nothing. Okay, they don't even want to be there. And then find someone in sporting to actually help me. I may have to go talk to my good friend Pauline or maybe Sunshine and get them to get someone to help me. Anyway, so hey, I've got to get these boxes out of here and get them in the cardboard thing and then make my journey. Yeah, talk to you in a minute. Okay, that little task is done. And now let the journey to the cheap products of Walmart be our next stop. Now, here on the right is where my brother his business is, and although I could go in there and visit him because I haven't seen him in a while, but I just know, and the businessman that he is, I just know he'll upsell me. I can get a license from him, but I know he'll upsell me. Him and his partner's lures. They're those gelatin lures that they make, and I'm sure they're fine products, but I'm not there yet. But I may come visit him, maybe tell him a fish story or something, and help support their side gig with their gelatin worms. But not today. Not today. All right. Okay, we're getting ready to pull into the Wally Mart parking lot now. There's a lot more that goes with this fishing junk. Okay, you catch a fish. Okay, you got to have it in some kind of retainer. I used to use the fishing chain. You put a fish on it and throw it back in the creek, and then when you're done fishing, you grab your chain of treasures and go. Now that there's that. Now there's cleaning the fish. If I'm going to keep these fish and eat these fish, because I was taught whatever you kill or catch, you eat it, unless the fish is too small, obviously. So I'm going to need some kind of descaler thing that I can descale, and so there's that, and then there's going to be the let's see, the descaler. I need a knife. I'm gonna need a knife to do this. Okay, so probably gonna have to buy a knife. And then you buy it at Walmart. It's gonna probably retain its sharpness for about 3 minutes, and then it's not gonna be sharp anymore. So we got that, and then probably gonna need a little tackle box. So we're gonna have to do that. Oh my God, look at all of this choices. It's just fishing line. Oh my goodness. I've never seen such a variety of fishing line in my life. Well, I'm sure you're quite excited to know what I acquired from the Wally Mart. Well, the answer is nothing. Not a thing. I have come to the conclusion that I'm going to need to bring someone who is more versed in today's fishing than I am. Looking at those different types of line, there was a gentleman in the aisle there, and I said, I'm completely overwhelmed. I said, I don't do this, but it's like trying to buy various types of condoms. I couldn't believe it. I said, what happened to just, here's a 10-pound test line spool, 20-pound, 30. No, they had all these different boxes of lines, and it's all marketing crap. I know that. It's to hook you, not to hook a fish. And I'm looking at various tackles and, bundled tackles, and there's things in there that, yeah, if I want to go catch a marlin, or fish for a marlin, yeah, that hook would work. Otherwise, what am I going to do with a hook that big? And you just need little hooks, And then I thought, oh, yeah, swivels. I remember swivels. And then I looked at different poles, and I looked at rods without a reel and then reels without rods. And I said, I need something that's a 25-pound test line. That's all I'm going to be doing. I ain't fishing for tuna. I ain't fishing for any of that stuff. Um, yeah, I was overwhelmed. I didn't even buy a license. I just I need someone with a little more skill set to help guide me through this maze. And then I looked at the knives, and I'm like, and I was looking for a cutting board. Used to you could get a cutting board that had a clamp, and you'd clamp the tail fin on, and then scale, right? Or use a clipboard, right? That old school. No, they didn't have anything like that. But they had, Gordon Ramsay cutlery sets and things like that. Here's 20 different knives, of how to slice, dice, pare, and fillet a fish. I just want a knife. Okay, here's a few knives, and 7-year warranties. I'm like, oh my word. So I was completely overwhelmed, and I'm like, not gonna buy nothing. Not gonna buy nothing. So I'm gonna go back and regroup and see where it goes from there. All right. Well, that's the journey of seeking out and acquisition of fishing pole and fishing reel. It ended in complete and utter disaster. All right. Everybody have a great day. Smile at someone. Say good morning to someone. Say hello to someone. Might change their life. All right. Y'all have a blessed day.